So that's why I screamed like as loud as I could.
Push it. It's going.
Oh, it's going! I just spent a whole bunch of time like filming and like giving you folks an update, and then realizing that I didn't actually press record on my phone. Instead, I've just been taking like double chin pictures of myself. We are going to give a little garden update while we're waiting for my family to get over here and cut the tree down. All right, so we're in the garden. This is the heart garden. It's looking pretty good, actually. So this is just our flower garden. what actually happened was I purchased a whole bunch of bulbs and my mom purchased a whole bunch of bulbs. And so we had like, I don't know, 100 bulbs or something in the fall. And we were like, we need to just have like a big giant flower bed. So, I mean, hopefully the deer can't jump this fence and get into the garden. They might, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I'm pretty impressed with how the heart garden is looking right now. Plants are looking pretty tall. They're getting there. It hasn't been super sunny, so I think once it gets well, it was sunny yesterday, I guess, but once the garden gets more sun, then it'll kind of be like woohoo. This bed is the new one that they were building just last time. This looks like the one that my mom was probably planted the potatoes in yesterday. I'll double check with her on that. And then of course this is our little rose plant. So my mom trimmed it back pretty significantly, try and encourage growth this year. I don't know much about keeping rose bushes, so. And then of course all down here is our garlic. It's looking really good. Much bigger than last time. Down here isn't really any beds. We just have our compost pile, which is under this sort of black part. This part, I don't actually know what their plan is for this. Maybe it's just to use as a bench or something. I don't know. We're mostly working on expanding the garden right now. And so we're kind of less focused on making everything look like super pretty, because we want a larger garden, because there's 4 of us here now, so that we can start growing our own food. But the strawberries look good. They've perked up a little bit. They're less flat, and of course a lot of the new strawberries. Oh, there's a spider. Hi, spider. And then a lot of the new strawberries have like new growth on them and stuff. It's looking pretty good. Let's see. The soil's actually not all that dry, which is excellent. It's like pretty damp. And then our raspberries, nothing much is happening with them. They look like little sticks, which are probably difficult to see on footage. And then our blueberries, nothing really new here, same as last time. I think this is the exact same spot that I pointed out last time as well. We have a little bit of fresh new growth here. Yeah, so it's looking pretty okay. But what is it? It's mid-April right now, so it's not too bad. Which, considering back in the city, like, the garden wouldn't even be happening until like mid-May, because everything is just still snowy and frozen and not great. Ready?
Yep.
Which is like kind of sad.
It's never what you want to be doing.
I can't even reach all the way around it. My fingers can't even touch. So it's wider than 5'5", because I'm 5'5" tall. All right, so he's gonna cut this, and we're going to go all the way over there. It's gonna be scary if it comes this way.
I don't expect it to.
If it does, I'm going that way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Move back.
Yeah. So
You need to run in front of me.
if the tree goes this way,
Don't push me down, okay?
we're gonna go
Don't
this way.
sacrifice me.
I won't sacrifice you. This isn't a bear situation where I just have to be faster than you. This is a tree situation where yeah. Definitely makes me a bit nervous standing here, which like it should. It's big.
That's why there's no...
Well, we should watch out because it could come this way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I can like literally see through the trunk.
I know. That's what, like light through it, I know.
Yeah.
So I was saying you should give it a good push.
Yeah. No. I'm not going closer. I'm thinking of going farther. I'm like, get ready to run. The footing isn't great going that way, so hopefully the ground will be even enough.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I'm mostly nervous that like moving backwards will not do much because it's pretty tall. Oh, it's leaning.
It's going.
Yeah.
Push it. It's going.
Oh, it's going.
It's going.
Timber! Oh my gosh. Timber! Oh my gosh.
Whoa. I thought he wasn't watching.
I know.
That scared.
Okay, so the tree's down. It was really, really, really big. And it was definitely like nerve-wracking because throughout the process, I hope my mom's camera got it. But I think right at the very end, you just hear me scream like timber because we could see the tree starting to go and starting to fall. But my stepdad was still like crouching right in front of it, and so we were like we didn't know if he could see the tree falling, so that's why I screamed like as loud as I could, so that I could let him know he like was fine and he saw it fall. But it's definitely like nerve-wracking. Like we were standing just behind that hammock, and like my mom and I were like getting ready to run in case the tree, because like we could tell things weren't going as planned. Like he had the hinge and like we could literally see through the stump of the tree, and like we could see light, but the tree just, it wasn't going. So when things start going wrong like that, I like almost chickened out. I was almost gonna be like, no, I'm gone, I'm out. But when there's a tree, especially one of that size, like you really do need to keep an eye on it. Because I mean, yeah, so it was kind of like too late for me to move, because if I moved anywhere, I wouldn't have been able to like actually watch the tree and see it coming towards me. But anyway, it's fine. It fell the direction that we wanted it to, and it didn't hit any of our staked fence posts for the garden, which is pretty amazing actually, and no one got hurt, so.
I know, I knew it was coming out already.
And it didn't take the fence post out, look at that.
Yeah, there's the fence post.
Ah! You're right, it didn't dig our stake. Our stake is there. I know right there. That's pretty amazing.
No, there's not. Well, I don't think so.
Got lucky. So we'll give you a bit of an update, because I did give an update before we cut the tree, but I like wasn't recording, which I'm like super sad about because my shoulders are already super sore from recording earlier. But I like was taking close-up pictures of my double chin apparently. Anyway, so this week, since there's 4 of us on the property, and you know, like some of us have day jobs, me, and you know, some of us are working, and et cetera. So basically, it's difficult to like capture obviously everything on video all the time. And then like when I'm at work, then you know, they'll do work and et cetera, et cetera. So there's a whole bunch of projects that are going on right now because it's, you know, springtime, and so everyone's kind of doing a whole bunch of stuff. You know, so basically what we're doing is we are expanding the garden. Think of the garden like a pie, and what we have built already, which is, you know, the garden tour that we've already done and the update that we've already done today, is a quarter of the pie. And so we're gonna build the other 3/4 this year because there's 4 of us, so we need to be growing more food to be feeding the 4 of us. And then a project that I'm working on is that we need to be gathering wood for, like, firewood for next winter. We're gonna be heating our tiny house with our tiny wood stove. And so we do have some wood, but we didn't know what wood stove we were going to get, so we didn't really cut the wood to a specific length. Now, if I were to do it again, I would probably cut the wood like a lot smaller. But I mean, whatever, hindsight's 2020. So some of the firewood that we do have by the tiny house already, we're gonna like measure it and keep the ones that are usable already in our wood stove, and then the rest of it we're going to bring down to the main house and use it, you know, just as like outside campfires through the summer. And then building the garden's another main one. That's why we took the tree down today, because that tree was blocking a whole bunch of sunlight. So we're gonna end up taking 2 trees. So there's that tree and there's one like close by. We're not gonna take it right now. So anyway, there was like a bunch of stuff that I talked about. Can't remember most of it now, but it's probably not super important about before. So now that we've cut the big tree down, I haven't really had breakfast yet, so I'm probably gonna go back down and do that.